Visit tcgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCGCenter 5 code. Send us your bulk in exchange for Evolution Booster Box. Visit CCG Castle or check video description to learn more. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. The Evolution set is finally here, and today I'm very anticipating Mega Pidgeot deck. It's gonna be revealed by me. So I decided to build Mega Pidgeot-EX with the Max Cyclone featuring, of course, a Garbodor with the Garbotoxin because it will help me to basically shut down my opponent abilities as long as I have Garbodor in play. So in my opinion, this is going to be very, very helpful for me because I can easily block Pokemons like, let's say, Yveltal Fright Knight, like Greninja Breaks, and all other that have that annoying ability in play. On the other side, I can hit with 3 energies, 1 double colors and Mega Turbo for 130, and I can leave my opponent switch his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her banished Pokemon, which is good, especially because if your opponent can't attack with the next Pokemon he retreated, or if you don't have Switch or Float Stone, it's definitely going to be useful. For retreat cost, which is just amazing, weakness on the lighting and resistance -20 on fighting. 220 HP, a lot of HP, and the second thing good about this deck is definitely a combination of Shrine of Memories, because with the Shrine of Memories in play, I can basically use my previously evolved attacks, so definitely I'm going to be able to use my mirror move, and basically if this Pokemon was damaged by an attack during my opponent last turn, I can easily do the same amount of damage to my opponent active Pokemon. Why is that important? That is very important against Mega Caesar matchup, because in case in Mega Caesar matchup your opponent discard your double course energy, you really want to take advantage, adding just one more, let's say, Psychic Energy. Why I decided to go with Psychic Energies, I don't know, because I'm running Trubbish and Garbodor, and I can just easily use my Mirror Move, even without an energy. I can use Mirror Move for just a single energy card, and basically respond back with hitting my opponent for 120, so this is definitely going to be a big advantage against the deck. So you don't need to worry about your double chorus energies and discarding them in that game. So all you really have to do is just one energy and Pokemon Center Lady to heal some damage off. So that's just the full game plan with Shrine of Memories in play against that matchup. Against any other matchup, Shrine of Memories is also going to be very good. It will depend on the damage that your opponent will be able to strike to you. So 4-3 line of the Mega Pidgeot, of course, the 4 Pidgeots, because I want to start with them instead of just stocking in the active spot with the Shaymin or Hoopa. 2 Trubbish, 2 Garbodor, of course, for the Garbotoxin, 2 Shaymin-EX for the setup, and 1 Hoopa-EX for the Conjuring, so I can basically set up my bench. But the most important thing, I can even hit with Hyperspace Punch, Hyperspace Fury for 3 Psychic Energies for 100 to 1 of my opponent bench Pokemon. Even that can happen with Psychic Energies in play all around this deck. 14 Pokemons pretty much, 36 random cards, 10 energies. I just want to have consistent list, so I decided to roll with just 1 Escape Rope as usual. Only 2 copies of Mega Turbo. You don't need more than 2 copies of Mega Turbo, trust me, because you can just strike for just 1 double chorus and 1 Psychic Energy. So having more than 2 Mega Turbos, in my opinion, is just going to be way too much. So you really want to have more other good cards to be able to draw, to be able to have much consistency with your top decks, with your other possibilities like a Delinquents and maybe even additional Hex Maniac. I mean, the reason why I'm running Hex Maniac and the Garbodor is the fact that my opponent might be able to somehow knock out my Garbodor, so that's the reason why even adding that additional Hex Maniac in this deck is going to be very important. Probably some people are just going to laugh why you run Hex Maniac with the Garbodor, but running even Hex Maniac with the Garbodor can help a lot, because Garbodor can easily be one-hit knock it out with that, let's say, Volcanion or something like that. So I really want to have more options with that Hex Maniac, because it can easily be played with the V-Seeker for Hex Maniac. So if you can't set up your Garbodor, or if you don't need to set up your Garbodor, for example, in some other matchups, you can just help yourself with the Hex Maniac. 1 copy of Special Charge, of course, to recycle those double course energies back. 1 copy of Super Rod, so I can shuffle back either way my energies, or Mega Pidgeot, Trubbish, or Garbodor, whatever I need. 4-4-4 line as usual. If I can, I play Trainer's Mail, Ultra Ball, and V-Seeker. Don't need to talk too much about it. Everybody knows why Is that so important? One copy of Delinquent, of course, discard any stadium from play, force your opponent to discard 3 cards from his hand. One copy of Hex Maniac, one copy of Lysander. Then I'm writing also 2 copies of N for the drop, and 1 Center Lady, which I really like because it can help me to heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions from one of my Pokemons in play. This is definitely helpful against Friday Night Evil, but any other deck who can't one-hit knock out your Mega Pidgeot. 1 copy of Ranger, just in case, to prevent Giratinas and Glaceons attacks and abilities. 4 copies of that Professor Sycamore. So basically discard your hand, draw 7 cards. In addition to that, 3 different stadium cards, 1 Parallel City. It will help a lot to remove junk from the bench later. Those Shaymins, Hoopas, maybe even damaged, very damaged Mega Pidgeot. But it will also help you to have at least a better matchup against that deck, like let's say Mega Rayquaza, 2 Shrine of Memories, I already mentioned why. 2 Float Stones for the free retreat, of course, on any of my Pokemons that I have, except for the Mega Pidgeot, of course. 3 Spirit Links, 10 energies in total for DCs, and 6 Psychic Energies, which will be 60 cards in total. As usual, if you don't like the idea of running that Hex Maniac, you can always cut it and add 2nd Lysander, or maybe add 3rd Mega Turbo, or add pretty much any other consistent card like N, or maybe even the Handicap or something like that. It really all depends on you, but I always like to run at least 1 more Hex Maniac because it will definitely be very good, especially against those Friday Night Evil and decks like that. So, I mean, I really like the Hex Maniac because, in fact, against Greninja Break, you can lose pretty easily game, especially if Greninja player can take advantage pretty quickly, knocking out your Garbodors, or if you're not able to set up your Garbodor in play with those Water Shurikens. So that's the reason why Hex Maniac is also here. But even for those Volcanions, because Volcanion is also a popular deck and it can easily be shot down with just a single Hex Maniac, so your Mega Pidgeot can be one-hit knock it out. As usual, if you're looking for any of these cards, you can find them on TCGcastle.com with TCG Center 5 code. You can also get 5% discount on purchase, so keep that in mind. Let's do some game tests finally so you can see how Mega Pidgeot will work in action, so see you in the game. Okay, let's do this. We'll call the heads. And unfortunately, I didn't want the coin flip. That means that I'm going 2nd, but not a big deal, I guess. I'm starting with my Pidgeot in the active position, and I'm more than happy with that. I also have that Ultra Ball sitting in my hand, following it with 2 special charges. So I guess I can have that turn 1 Ultra Ball for 2 double cores energies. Oh, there's a very fast setup from my opponent already with that Scorched Earth. Oh, there's a N. Okay, so nothing from my Ultra Ball for Hoopa, I guess, but maybe I can get another Ultra Ball. Oh, this hand looks much better, I must say that. I can use all of these cards. If my opponent put more Volcanion on his bench, I'm going to be able to get rid of all of them with my Pearl City, so I definitely like the idea using that Pearl City. But I can even use Pearl City to put myself down to 3 Pokemons and basically force my opponent to reduce the damage that he can do. So there is Professor's Letter for 2 Fire Energies. Of course, for the Steam Up, so he can recycle that Steam Up for later. I'm going to play my Pidgeot, attach energy, of course, use Pearl City to block my opponent from being able to set up more Pokemons on his bench. Rolling with my Sycamore for 7, of course. There is another Pidgeot for me, Ultra Ball, which is going to be Ultra Ball for Sycamore and Ultra Ball, another for 1 Shaymin-EX. I'm looking to attach my Float Stone on my active Pidgeot, Spirit Link on my Pidgeot on the bench, Shaymin for 5, and of course, right now I'm looking forward for Trubbish. There we go, I even hit that Trubbish, which is very important. And for this turn, I guess I'm fine. I can't do anything else. I don't want to set up another Shaymin on the bench at this turn. I'm looking forward to do that next turn, because next turn I can have pretty much set up maybe even for 6 if he managed to remove my Pearl City from play. There we go, as I mentioned it. Can he one-hit knock on my Pidgeot-EX here? I guess he can't. because even with 4 Volcanions in play, that can be 140, so it's not going to happen. And I don't need to worry too much about it. So I just need to put my Garbodor in play, and pretty much once I put my Garbodor in play, I don't need to worry too much about anything else. Because Garbodor will just easily shut down his team-ups, and he's not going to be able to strike for more than like a couple damage, I guess. So, searching for the double Course Energy right now. Can I hit double Course Energy? I guess I can, pretty much, because... Okay, first I want Mega Pidgeot, second I want Shrine of Memories, a third it's gonna be one Ultra Ball for that Mega Pidgeot number 2, of course. But I don't need actually Mega Pidgeot. I will take that Garbodor because it's much important right now for me, because I already have a Attacker on my bench. And right now I can set up my Shaymin for 6. Tries to find that just double Course Energy and Float Stone. There we go, there's a DC. And I can retreat for free. I can search my deck with the Trainer's Mail for the dual card. There we go, there's a Float Stone, very important card. And right now, I did pretty much all I really need. What else I should do? I guess nothing. I will just use my Max Cyclone, knock out his Volcanion in the active position, and pretty much end my turn drawing 1 prize card. Okay, I mean, I can leave my opponent switching his or her active Pokemon. It really doesn't matter right now because I can pretty much easily prevent him from dealing those steam ups. So he definitely wants to put another stadium in play. I think I'm done with my stadiums. Yes, I am. So so far, it looks like the Scorched Dirt might still stay in the game till the end of the game, but luckily I can maybe even strike the Delinquent, completely discard my opponent's hand because he's only at the 3 cards at this moment, actually 4. Actually 3 again, so we'll definitely try to find what I'm looking for, and I'm looking for the Delinquent at this moment. Meanwhile, there's another Mega Pidgeot, and Psychic Energy for it. 1 Trainer's Mail can give me close but not enough. Close but not enough. I guess I can take that Center Lady and put it into my hand. And I can go with... I don't need to go with my Center Lady at this turn. But I can definitely go with my Escape Rope, for example, and take 1 more prize here. Then I can basically go with my V-Seeker for the Sycamore, or even better. Okay, so it will definitely be 1 prize here, there is no doubt about that. And he still can't do more than 130 damage next turn, which means that I can retreat for free basically, and I can even heal 60 damage from my opponent's attack. So even if he can... Okay, next turn I will definitely heal the damage off from my Mega Pidgeot because this is very important, and I don't see how my opponent can actually beat my Mega Pidgeot right now in this situation. He's definitely in big disadvantage because he can't strike right now for more than like a 30 damage. If there was no knockout against his Volcanion at the beginning of the game with 2 energies, and if he was able actually somehow to spread more damage, he might be in a better position. Right now he's definitely in not good shape. So there's another power hitter for 30, and that's the reason why I like the Garbodor. The fact of the Garbodor in play with the Mega Pidgeot is the best combination I guess you can get, because I don't know what else can be tagged with the Mega Pidgeot in the same deck. It's just out of my mind. I really don't know what else I could tag inside. So 1 energy, it's gonna go on another Pidgeot, and I guess I can just use my Max Cyclone here for 130. Do I want to retreat? I guess I don't want to do that because he can then hit me for more than 30, and I really don't want to do that. I'm looking forward basically to use my maybe even Lysander in the next turn, Lysander one of his Volcanions without Float Stone. Okay, right now he has 3 energies in it. But still I'm thinking about doing that, it's gonna be a good thing. Still I want to keep my V Seekers also in my hand to be able to heal the damage off from my Mega Pidgeot, which is very important right now. That Center Lady will definitely be a big deal. But on the other side, he only has 6 cards left. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to take so many prize cards. Once he managed to get the card he's looking for, which is probably Lysander to knock out my Garbodor, he's definitely going to be in good shape. So I definitely need to set up another Garbodor in that case. So he can easily one-hit knock out my Mega Pidgeot then. Another 30 damage, but the good thing right now is that I can definitely use one of my Lysanders and basically hit for a 130 his Volcanion EX without allowing him to switch on the bench. So without Float Stone or Escape Rope or Switch, he's not going to be able, or even Olympia, he's not going to be able to retreat since already one Float Stone in his discard pile. Well, there's Escape Rope. That means that I'm going to promote my Pidgeot-EX in the active position because he's the only one who is not needed right now. And for the next turn I have V-Seeker for that Lysander in my hand. Okay, 130. So my turn back. It's time to retreat. Of course on my Mega Pidgeot, another energy. And I can strike for 130 this one. And I don't need to let my opponent to retreat. In that case, I can allow him to use his attack again. So there's a Float Stone. And right now I have 2 different Volcanions with 130 damage in play. And all I really need is a Lysander to knock out one of those Volcanion EX on the bench. There's a double Course Energy, which is a nice top deck. 1 V-Seeker for that Lysander will give me the opportunity basically to knock out my opponent a Volcanion, but this is going to happen with another Mega Pidgeot, so Max Cyclone for 130. And right now I can take 2 more prize cards, and I have only 2 prize cards left to take. So if my opponent will not be able to end me next turn, the game is pretty much over. But if he managed to end me, in that case I will definitely need something like okay, there's Volcanion hit for the 130, so the game is over at the end. That Mega Pidgeot is definitely good. I really like it. It works definitely very well, especially with that free retreat. You have so many options to retreat on the bench and escape the damage. With Central Lady, you can easily heal that damage done to your Mega Pidgeot, so it's definitely a great combination with the Mega Garbodor. So I'm definitely happy with the deck. Alright guys, would you like to go first? Why I wouldn't go first? I don't see the reason why not to go first. So let's do the game number 2 before the final conclusion for the Mega Pidgeot, but I already had one. I definitely think the deck is very, very good, and it will definitely be popular in my opinion. Lack of the lightning attackers in the current format is the good thing for the Pidgeot, but taking just the 1 Raichu with Circle Circuit can definitely be a huge disadvantage for any Mega Pidgeot player. So let's see what's on the other side. Probably Greninja Break. I wouldn't be surprised to see it, but we'll definitely find out. Yes, it is. Okay, really want to test against this matchup to see how the deck can work. 1 Trainer's Mail for 1 Float Stone. Alright, so I guess Ultra Ball for 1 Hex Maniac and 1 Mega Turbo pretty much. So I'm looking for that Hoopa-EX, so I can basically set up with it. Alright, so Hoopa for another Pidgeot, 1 more Pidgeot, and 1 Shaymin-EX. So for 2 Pidgeots and 1 Shaymin-EX, and I can have Shaymin set up for 2, I can have for 3 if I attach my Float Stone, which I don't know if I want to do. Okay, let's go with the Float Stone, the Hoopa, and Shaymin for 3. 3 is better than 2. 3 is better than 2, I guess. But if I top Garbodor, okay, so Sycamore for 7. I really want to set up my Garbodor as fast as I can. So it's very, very important to get one in play. I guess not with this hand, so we'll take just the Spirit Link, attach on my active Pidgeot. I guess that's pretty much all I can do for now. I don't like the fact that I already have 4V Seekers probably discarded in just turn 2. This is the huge disadvantage for me, definitely. But good at least if I see that on the other side is definitely Turn Flame with Froakie, and if I can put down that Garbodor in play, I'm definitely going to be happy. I know that I have one more Float Stone left in my deck, so no need to worry too much about it. Let's just go with the Parallel City to basically force my opponent that he can't have more than 3 Pokemons in play on his bench. Be Seeker for that Sycamore, and Sycamore for 7. I could even go for that Lysander on the Froakie on the bench, but that wouldn't be that interesting to watch, I guess. And in this situation, I also miss the opportunity to attack with my Mega Pidgeot here, so I'm thinking about just passing my turn is all I can. Right now, I can leave my Pidgeot in the active position, because if my opponent wants to use that Water Duplicate, he's definitely going to lose 1 turn. There's another Froakie. And so far, I'm in good position, I guess. I have also that Center Lady, which I can use, and I will definitely use that if I will top deck. Okay, double Color's Energy, so finally he decided to end. So I need Garbodor. And, okay, Garbodor is here, but the question is, will there be maybe even a Float Stone or the Spirit Link? So, Water Duplicate is gonna happen, and it will be for up to 3 more Frogadiers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so right now the match is more interesting to watch, just to see how good or how bad it can actually be. So 1 Ultra Ball for, oh, no Garbodor, but there's a Super Rod in my deck, which means that I need to use my Sycamore for 7. Alright, so and there is Trainer's Mail for that Super Rod, so I definitely need that. At least good thing is right now I can recycle back my Garbodor and Mega Pidgeot, and also Pidgeot. And I hope with another Trainer's Mail I can find something good. Something like Professor Sycamore, definitely. Alright. 1 Mega Turbo. And 1 more Psychic Energy attachment from my hand. And this is gonna be Mach Cyclone for 130, and his Frogadier is definitely knocked it out. So I'm still not good because I don't have Garbodor in play. Oh, there we go. There's a finally Garbodor in play. Luckily, I didn't want to finish the game pretty much that early, Lysandering his Froakie on the bench. But even if I do that, I wouldn't be able to knock him out because I missed the opportunity to find double Core's Energy. So there we go with the Turn Flame for that Arrow Blades for 40, only for the 40 damage, but the good thing is that I can still retreat down to my bench. And I don't need to worry too much about it, as long as I can have my Mega Pidgeot number 2 in play, I guess, and one of my Center Ladies. So there's a Mega Pidgeot number 2. There is a Garbodor. There's also a DC. And the Shrine of Memories. And all will end up with Sycamore for 7. And the Float Stone. Right now, I'm 100% safe. So Mach Cyclone for a 130, and I guess I can absorb more punishment from my opponent Greninjas. Without Wally, I guess he can't basically go into Greninja Break, and he can strike for like 80 damage, I guess, per turn. At this moment, I don't have Center Lady in my hand, but I might hit one. But the good thing is that I have that Deliquent, which is definitely going to be a big blow for my opponent. So Moonlight Slash is going to be for 80, of course, and my for 60 actually. Okay. So he really wants that Greninja back in his hand. Moving on to another Pidgeot. One double Chorus Energy and one Deliquent, I guess, just to get rid of some cards from his hand. Plus I can know that I discarded something good. And that Max Cyclone will be enough for the knockout. At least he can bring back that Greninja in his hand. Not a big deal. At least I know if he misses opportunity to play support a card or something like that, that his hand is pretty much empty. I don't have access on my Lysander, I don't even have access on my Center Lady, I only have one N left, and there are two Greninjas in play, one Frogadier, one Froakie in his hand, and one V-Seeker for N. So I'm going down to 3 cards, which is not that bad because I'm not going to deck out myself. And pretty much another Trubbish for me, which is not bad, I guess. Okay, one Greninja Break is here, so he can strike for 80, unfortunately, maximum. Moonlight Slash for 80. I need to take only 3 prize cards. So, definitely, I will strike. I will retreat, actually. Maybe not. How many energies I have in my discard pile? None of them. I'm thinking maybe about retreating, hitting for 80 and 20 on his Greninja, but it's pretty much the same. They all have free retreat, so I know what is going to happen. But since he can't use his Giant Water Shuriken, I guess I can easily retreat down to my Pidgeot. Okay, there's a Rough Seas, which is a big deal, I guess, if he can retreat his Greninja Break from the active spot. If he decides to keep Greninja Break in the active spot, I can knock it out next turn with my Mega Pidgeot. So it's pretty much the same, but probably he will decide to retreat. Maybe not. If he retreats, he's not going to be able to attack. So there's another N. I will get 3 new cards. So hopefully... Okay, there's a Mega Pidgeot. I guess I can buy 1 turn, Mega Evolving here and losing my turn. But there's 80 damage on my Pidgeot, which means that I will retreat and knock out his Greninja Break right now with my Max Cyclone for 130. So 2 more prizes to go, and that prize is another Psychic Energy. I need that Spirit Link to Mega Evolve. The fact that I can't Mega Evolve, probably I will just retreat on my Hoopa, take 1 turn, I guess, and Mega Evolve into my Mega Pidgeot so I can have 1 extra attacker. Alright, let's retreat. Energy and another Mega Pidgeot. There we go. So, if there's no Garbodor in play, I would definitely be in very bad position, but I'm playing definitely with my opponent right here, and he's probably very mad. Oh, there's a Wally. Another Greninja. I wish I have those V-Seekers, because if there's a V-Seekers in my hand, the game would be much easier, but unfortunately there is no V-Seeker in my hand, so the game is not that easy for me, I guess. You gotta be kidding me, man. man. Oh my gosh, I just managed to top deck Pidgeot Spirit Link. But I turned too late, I guess. Okay. No, don't retreat. Don't retreat. Keep that Greninja Break in the active position. So he'll definitely lose one of his prizes next turn. I have 3 attackers in play. I even have DC in my hand. So there's a Moonlight Slash. And my Pidgeot is going to take some damage here. And basically one of my Pidgeots are going to be knocked out. So Max Cyclone, I guess, for 130. And basically without... Okay, another DC for me. Basically, without Greninja Break for my opponent in play, the game is pretty much over. So let's see. There is one Water Energy. Will there be somehow Wally for another Greninja Break? There's a V-Seeker for N. No, he decided to end me. Okay, if he misses... Oh no, he can't even hit Greninja Break because it's prize. So he needs something like a Super Rod and Dive Ball if he wants to survive for like one more turn. And let's see if that's even going to be... Nope, Moonlight Slash. So the game is over, guys. And yeah, definitely Mega Pidgeot is very good deck because it can retreat for free and it can strike for 130, which is a lot of damage counters. It's enough to one-hit knock a Greninja, so it's definitely good in my opinion. Lack of those V-Seekers. I even managed to win a game without V-Seekers, so I'm definitely happy with the deck. I can definitely confirm that it works good. And the final conclusion for the deck is definitely going to be that deck works, and you should definitely try it out. Once again, guys, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more future videos, of course, as usual. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave comments below and check my Facebook page and hit that like button, of course, also to support me. Till the next time, enjoying the rest of my videos on my channel. Have a nice day wherever you are, and goodbye.